warm good evening to everybody. So I am Pravash from Customer Success team, and here we are going to discuss the topic of like user and profile management in Kailash Shell CRM. So we have the speaker, Mr. Abhishek Chauhan, who is a senior business analyst in Kailash. So I'm going to just hand over this session to him. So Abhishek, over to you.
Yeah, sure. Hi, thanks, Pravash. All right. So as Pravash already stated that the topic of today's webinar is about user and profile management. Okay. So both of you might be using Kailas already, and you must be knowing that at Kailas you get to add unlimited number of users in Kailas. Okay. And when I say users, what I mean is the team who is going to use Kailas in order to automate their sales and marketing. Okay, so you can add your sales team, you can add your marketing, or anybody who is interested to use that particular CRM that you are using to run your business, so that they can log in and have a look on the whole data in the sense leads, contacts, and whatever activities that are going on in the CRM. Okay, so I'll quickly cover these two topics, user management and profile. I'll share my screen and let me know when you can see my browser. Okay.
This is
Uh,
visible. This is visible, Abhishek.
all right, sure. Thank you. So what I'll do is I'll start from sign in to Kailas. Okay, so I'll use one of my test account to sign in to Kailas, and just in case who are joining a webinar for the very first time. So how do we arrive to that sign in page is I'll tell you. So what we can do is we can go to kailas.io, which is our website. Okay, and we can click on this button called login. Once I click on this button login, I am taken to this particular sign in screen. And here I can sign in with my email and password. And just in case if you haven't created your account so far, then we can go to again our website and we can either schedule a demo or we can create account for our own, which is get free CRM, right? So this completes the sign up process, and then we can go ahead and sign in. So I'm signing in. This is how the dashboard of Kailas looks like that you might have already aware about. Okay, so let me go straight to the topic that we are going to cover today, which is about user management, right? So as I already said, by users we mean the team who is going to use Kailas, who is going to log into Kailas and perform some activities that they are supposed to perform. All right, so how do we add a user in Kailas? Okay, so we have to navigate to CRM settings from here. You can see CRM settings. When I go to user management, when I go to manage users, then I see this add button. Okay. When I click on this add button, it opens up a small form where we have to enter some information. Okay. So for example, I am going to add one of the user as test user. All right. And I'm going to use a valid email ID, which is let's say Abhi Chauhan 21394 at gmail.com. Okay, so this will be the email ID of the user who is going to use. So this email ID has to be correct, because once I add a user, we send a invite on the email ID, and they have to verify their account. Okay, and I can add a number. So currently I'm adding a dummy number because we don't have any OTP or some other ways of authentication. So we can add any number over here. I can add their designation. So let's say this particular person whom I'm going to add is a marketing executive. Okay, they work in the marketing department, right? Then profile. So profile in Kailas is something that is a control of the permissions that this user is allowed to perform the actions in the system. Okay, so I'll come to this profile part little later. Just assume that this is the set of permission that this person is allowed to perform the actions, right? Then I can add a signature, I can add time zone, date, format, and I can save this. So once I save, okay, this pop-up comes in front of me. It reads that user created, please contact the user to verify his account. right? So what actually has happened is we have added a user. Okay, if I go to all users list, a user is already over there, but their email is not verified. Okay, so what this particular user has to do is they have to go to their email account. They have to they will receive such a email that you can see on my screen, right? They will open that email and they will have to click on the activate account. Okay, once they click on activate account, it takes them to the update your password screen. Okay, and they have to add their password. Okay, once they create their password, they can go to login. So here when I clicked on login, it already took me to the system because I was logged in from another account. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll log in with the new user in a separate browser, which is Edge in this case. Okay, so I'll go to app.kailash.io/signin and I'll logging in with the new user's email ID, which is this one. All right. So this is how we can add a user in Kailash, right? So what we did simply, and now if you notice, once I have verified the email, it turned out to email verified as yes, and I can see these two buttons, deactivate and reset password. Okay, so this is how we add a user in Kailash. So what we have to do is we have to go to CRM settings, manage users, and click on add user. Once we add a user and save, a user is added and they receive a verification email on their email ID. Once they verify the email account, then the user is created and they can log into the system and they can view all the items that admin has allowed them to view. Okay, and if in case, let's say this person is no longer working with the organization, you can simply deactivate their account by clicking over here. Okay, and if at any given point of time, if you want to update any information, for example their name, phone number, or anything, we can simply go to edit user, update the information and save it again. Okay, and we can also add this particular user in a team. So I can go to all teams, I can create a team. So let's say marketing team. Okay, so let's say there are 4 or 5 marketing executives that are working in my organization. Okay, so I can create a marketing executive team and I simply have to go to assign users and I have to search for the user that I have to create. So let's say I want to add this test user to this team. So I simply have to select all the users and move them towards right and save it. Okay, so that all teams related functionalities that Kailash allows are affected for this particular person as well, right? So this is how we add a user in Kailash. So what is a profile in Kailash? So once you sign up on Kailash, you get to see these two profiles created by default, which is admin and restricted user. And if you can see, this is system profile. Rest of the profiles are custom. When I click on admin, okay, you will see these many toggle buttons. Okay, and in every toggle is controlling something. So let me start with a simpler profile. Okay, or let me create a new profile itself. Okay, so let's say I am creating a profile of marketing executive. Okay, when I'll turn this toggle on, this is the screen that is visible to me. If you notice, there are 3 high level items: basic access, administrative access, and special access. Okay, so I'll tell you the difference between these 3. Okay, the basic access, under basic access you can read, update, delete, and create. And under administrative access you can see read all, modify all, which is nothing but update all, and delete all. And under special access you can see note, task, meeting, email, call, and message. I'll cover all of them one by one. Okay, so let's take an example of lead module. Okay, you can see lead
Abhishek,
manager.
sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt you in between, but I am not getting that why we are coming to the profile permission section.
because in order to add a user, you have to
Mhm.
assign a profile. Okay,
Okay.
so we need to understand which profile this particular user is working upon, because it will control the whole picture of this particular user. For example, if I am able to see leads, deals,
Mhm.
contacts, and company, I am able to view. Why? Because I am having permission to view that. Okay, if I go to all leads, if I am able to see, so okay, I'll tell you one difference. If you see this user, you can see no leads are visible to him.
Mhm.
Okay, but I'm I'll go to another user's account, which is nothing but the same tenant, but this particular user can see these many leads. Okay, why? The reason is this particular user that I am logged in with has permission to view all the leads, but the recently added user has no permission to view the leads. Okay, or there is no lead that is assigned to him, right? Similarly, they are able to see this add button. Why? Because this user has permission to create a lead. That's why they can see. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is when you will create a profile, you will create such a profile that a particular user is supposed to perform some action. For example, in typical sales and marketing, what happens is marketing team is limited up to creating a leads in the system. Okay, so their job most of the time is limited up to getting leads in the system, and once leads are there, then the inside sales team picks up those leads and work upon. Okay, marketing team has nothing to do with the contacts and deals available in the system. All the monetary items related to deals are something that sales team takes care of. Okay, so how do we restrict a particular team of viewing such an item which is not useful for them? Okay, this is driven by the profiles. Okay, so
Yes, Tika. So I hope you understood this one.
Yes, I understand now.
Great, thanks. Yeah,
all right,
Ashwin.
sure. So what I'll do is I'll create a profile of marketing executive. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll give them permission to read on the leads. Okay, and let's say create, and I don't give them delete permission and update permission. Okay, and if I save this, right, and what I'll do is I'll assign this profile to this particular user. So instead of restricted user, now I will assign marketing executive. Okay, and I will save this. Now you will see the difference. As of now, I am logged into this user in this Microsoft Edge browser, and you can see leads, deals, contact, and all these menu items. Okay, but if I will log out and log in again, now you will see only these two items, leads and meetings. Okay, why? Because the profile that is assigned to this particular user is marketing executive, and marketing executives are authorized to only read the leads and create the leads. Okay, they are not authorized to, for example, they are not authorized to view the contacts and deals in the system. Hence, when they are logging in with that particular profile, they can't see any items related to deals and contacts. Okay, similarly, if okay, then another thing is read all. So the difference between read and read all is when somebody has read permission, they can see only those leads that are assigned to them. So as of now, this user, there is no leads assigned to him. Okay, but now let me assign one of the lead to him. So I'll open the same account in a different tab. Let's say I go to one of the lead and assign to this user called test user. Okay, if I will again go to test users account and refresh, this lead is now visible to him, Why? So this test user is able to see only this lead. However, another user is able to see these many leads. The difference is this test user has only read permission on their profile, so they can see only those leads which are assigned to them. This user that I'm logged in Google Chrome Incognito has permission to read all. They can see all the leads that are available in the system irrespective of the person who has created. Okay, so this is very important when multiple executives are working in the same team. Let's say sales team, there are 4-5 users. Okay, so many times people want that one executive should not be able to view other executives leads and vice versa, right? So in that case, this kind of profile combination are important. So you need to give only read permission to those users whom you don't want to view other people's lead, and who is a manager, sales manager, or let's say somebody who need to view all the leads, you can provide them read all permission. Okay, is it clear till now?
Yes.
Right. Then similarly, spatial access. Okay, so if I give, let's say, note permission, okay, task permission, meeting permission, but let's say I don't give them email permission, call permission, and message. Okay, and if I save this, so what will happen is they will be able to view notes, tasks, and meetings on leads, but they won't be able to view email, calls, and message. Okay, so this is one of the productivity section that is visible on the right hand side. I'll show you again. Okay, this is the productivity section. So if I show you the productivity section of the admin user, they can see notes, tasks, meetings, emails, message, and calls, everything. But when I go to another user's profile, they can see only notes, tasks, and meetings. Why? Because I have given certain permissions to them and I have kept certain items hidden from them. Okay. Similarly, this concept is now scalable to all the modules. So for example, deals, right? So if I give them read permission on deals, then they can see deals and contacts. But suppose now I have kept create permission off for contact and deals. Okay. And if I save this, again, I will log out and log in. So now they can see deals and contacts. But if I go to add, they won't be able to add a deal and contact, but they will be able to add leads. Okay. So they can add a lead, but they cannot add deal and contacts. But if I go to admin account, they can add lead, contact, company, and deal, everything. Why? Because I haven't given the marketing executive person the permission to create contacts and deals, but they can create leads, for example. Okay. So this is how we create profiles in Kailas and we assign them to particular users. So in the beginning, you might find it difficult. For that, what we have done is we have simply created 2 system profiles that are widely usable by most of the people, and they don't feel a need to create a custom profile. So what admin profile has is it has turned on every single toggle. That means the admin user can perform all the activities. However, the restricted user profile that is there has all the basic and product special access turned on, and administrative actions are off. Okay, so they can view their own leads, but they cannot view other people's leads, deals, contacts, and companies. Okay, so these 2 are system profiles. In the beginning, you can use these 2 profiles in order to start using the system. Once you start feeling that, okay, you need very customized profile for a very customized role, then you can simply create a new profile on your own. You can turn a particular toggle on or off, and you can create a profile. And for your help, you can always go to this question mark and you will see how to create a new user profile. And here we have explained every single toggle what every toggle does and what is the impact of a particular toggle. So you can view this video, you can follow these steps, and you can get help from that support article.